Good morning and welcome to Gardening with Chris. How are you all on this fine morning? Now, I'm a little bit whited out here, can you see that? I popped out into the garden today, few bits and pieces out here, and I've tried to... Oh, hearts already! Good morning, Terry! Aren't you on a week off today? Surely you've got better things to do than sitting there watching me do my rubbish. Good morning. Kazuma. Where's that? Where's Kazuma? Oh, I don't know where that is. Come on, Terry. Surely you've got better things to do there. Oh, you're at work. Now, so why are you at work on this, please? In Latvia. Good morning, Latvia. Morning, Latvia. So I'm in the garden today. I've tried to keep out the sun because the trouble is, with these mobile phones, I've noticed if you try and do something like with the sun straight on you, you kind of white out. And you can't see features on my face, which, to be honest, is not a problem. You know, because I do have a face for radio, really. Good morning. Oh, I can't see that there. Good morning, Mike. Morning, Jerry. Everyone's here this morning. Yes. What's my favourite Latvian soup? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had any Latvian soup. My friend recognises you. Where from, Terry? Old Roman coins or something like that. I like beetroot and squirrel. Oh, we got a load of squirrels around here. Joking aside, once I had squirrels invade the loft here. Loft. I had squirrels in the loft here once, and they were an absolute nightmare. A real nightmare. If you ever have squirrels on your loft, it's not a funny thing. You think it's funny at first, right? And then you realise they won't go. And it's very difficult to get rid of them. And if you've got a few of them, as indeed I did have in the loft, and you catch one by one method. Thank you. Oh, do you like my jumper? This is an Armani jumper. Look, would you like to see the label? Armani Exchange. Thank you very much. Morning, AD. Armani Exchange. Now, which I got when I was in Florida with my nephew. Not last January, the January before. We went on one of those big, big shopping, what are they called? Designer outlets, which is right. Squirrel is the animal of Latvia. It's on our national flag. Well, I'm afraid I don't like squirrels. Not after they invaded my loft. And if you catch one by one method, right, then you won't catch another squirrel in that same area with the same method. You've got to find something else, because they know. They see their little mate dead in a trap somewhere, and that's it. They're delicious. Do you like eating squirrels? Well, I'll happily send you a bag full of them. As I shoot them, I'll send them over. All right? Now, can I get on with my gardening, please? Have I tried squirrel pie? No, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meats and dead animals and things. No dead animals in my mouth. They are clever. They are clever. Seriously, if you catch one by one method, you won't catch another one by the same method. So I used a live trap, which is like I've got one here. Do you want to see it? 1 minute. This is a live squirrel trap, okay? So, it can be quite tricky. So here's the, just closed on my fingers that. So here, and again! Just a minute, right, so this is the door, right? So this is the door there. You hook that up like that. Now where's the hook thing? There it is, 1 minute. And there's a little hook thing there. At the top there, you hook it up with that. Now, can you see at the end there, there's like a little bit of metal, flat metal, right? So you put some food at this end, the squirrel walks in here unsuspectingly, treads on that, and squirrel trapped in cage. And that's one method I used of catching them, right? But once you've caught one in that, you won't catch another one like that. Not in the same area, because all the other ones have seen it get caught. This is absolutely true. So then we used a different trap, which was a bit like a mouse trap, you know, like that, you know, so a little bit of food again on the thing. Squirrel steps on that, thing snaps shut, breaks its neck, dead. Used that. I had to use sticky cardboard, which is like a piece of strong cardboard with really strong glue on it. And what happens is that the squirrel steps on that, can't get his paw off, so the other paw comes on to try and release that one, that gets stuck, and literally awful way to go really. It dehydrates to death because it can't move. And the other method was poison. So there were 4 of them altogether, and we got them all by a different method, and eventually we got them. But that was quite a few weeks of work. It was, I mean, it really was awful. And they starved to death, yes they did. No, I won't eat meat. I tell you what, if you're a little bit disappointed with me telling you that, wait till you get squirrels in your loft. It is no funny thing. You have to get them out. You can't let them live up there. You've got to get them out because they start biting through cables and water pipes. Houses have caught alight from the loft and they don't know why. Now, I'm not cruel to animals, but you've got to do that sort of thing. Stop winding me up, please. If you understood, what, do you keep wasps in your house? Do you keep wasps in your house? Are they allowed to fly around freely in your house? I doubt that very much. I bet you stamp on them, don't you? I bet you don't open the window and let them go. So it was a real nightmare. And they can completely destroy your house, so you've got to get them out quickly. And in this country, our law says that if you catch a squirrel, you are not allowed to let it go. They are classed, we're talking grey squirrels here, not red ones. You're not allowed to do anything with red squirrels. You have to get special people out to sort that out. But if you catch a grey squirrel, you are not allowed to let it go. It is considered a pest and you have to destroy it, and that's the way it is. All right? Just to let you know, that's the other bits and pieces there. Right, can we get on to the gardening, please, dear? Jerry, you're on and off. You're on and off this morning. Are you having trouble with your internet connection again? You always have trouble with that, don't you? Eh? Poor thing. You're using an iPhone, Chris? Yes, indeed I am. Yes, this is all on an iPhone, all right? That's all right, Jerry. Please don't apologise. I'm just concerned about your internetness. Who is your provider? Are you on Virgin Media? Because I am 152 meg download. Whoosh! It moves quicker than anything else in the whole world. Oh, you've got your first iPhone. Fantastic, Mike. Oh, that's great. You will love it. How are you getting on with it? Is it coming along all right? You've been on Android for ages. Oh, well, you'll have a bit of trouble getting used to it, but I think you'll find that that it is a lot better, and there's so much you can do with it. I mean, to be able to do these little TV shows, these mini TV shows, just by clicking a couple of buttons. The cat is now approaching. Katie, do you want to come say hello? Katie? Come on then, darling. Hello. Up we get. People want to say hello to you. Right. Here she is. This is Katie. Morning. Say good morning to Katie. Katie the cat. Unfortunately, Katie's not very good at catching squirrels herself. She tends to run from them as well. Which, no, she's not really perturbed by anything. She's quite old now. About 16 or 17 years old now. She doesn't worry about too much. She just walks out into the garden. If there are birds there or anything like that, she completely ignores them. Don't you? Eh? Yeah. And she's now off to sit in her spot in the sun. I look like a Bond villain. How's this look? Yeah, check it out, man. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, check it out, man. Yeah. See, I'm a rap artist as well. I'm very good at doing... I think Barry Manilow should do a bit of rapping, don't you? I am Eminem. Are you ready then? So, we're going to do today a hanging basket, boys and girls. How exciting. Yesterday, I went to the garden centre once again and I smelt a small... a small fortune, and I cannot go into a garden centre. Thank you, AD. I cannot... Oh, by the way, Periscope. I wanted just to tell you something. Now, people are watching these little videos as well on Facebook after I've recorded them. And a couple of people have said to me, you know, you seem to be talking to people. Why is that? Now, the thing is with the Facebook, right, you don't get the messages up that you have been sending me while I'm doing the broadcast. Okay, so all they get is the video of me. Now, if you're watching this on Facebook, I need to explain to you, if you were watching this on Periscope, whether live or recorded, you would see little messages coming up at the bottom that various people who are watching at this very moment are sending me. And they are the messages I reply to. So when I say, good morning, AD, or good morning, Terry, I've seen them come up at the bottom there, and I know they're there. So that's what that's all about, okay? Unfortunately, when the end of the video is saved back onto my iPhone, the messages that you have sent don't get saved with it. So when I upload the video to Facebook, you don't see the messages, and it kind of can get a bit confusing. I might have to explain that a few times, all right? Why wasn't Ustream this popular? Because it works the same way. Because they started shoving adverts in there. I was using Ustream for a while, and then they started doing adverts. But not adverts like on YouTube, where it comes up at the bottom. No, the show would kind of stop, and then they'd put an advert in, like as if you're watching the telly. So that's it. Do get on with your hanging baskets. I'm trying to. Who says that? Paul. Good morning, Paul. Oh, Paul is a great gardener. Paul, are you using Periscope now for your shows? Mike's there, Mike Cullen. Right, hanging baskets then. So, first of all, I just wanted to show you this little one that I prepared. Oh, very important. Remove any expensive clothing before you start. There we are. You wouldn't think I'd lost half a stone looking at that bit of stomach yet, will it? So remove expensive items of clothing, revealing the very cheap Lonsdale Sports Direct t-shirt, which I know is quite popular with some of those little shoppers that are watching at this very moment. So here is a little one that I prepared earlier. Now this is, okay, this is actually a fuchsia that I planted last year. They are little pink, like bells. They're kind of like pink and white little bells. And this had completely died down. And I was talking to my neighbour Pearl last year when I bought them. I said, do fuchsias come back? You know, because some plants don't come back anymore, do they? And others do. And she says, some do, some don't. You've got to read the labels. So I did, and I chose the hardy versions. And I've got another one here as well, same one. This has come on a bit better. So these are from last year, right? And they're coming on very well indeed. They were just little bits of wood, as you can see on the side there. See those bits of wood? But if you look, they're starting to burst into life. And this one's come along a lot better. Maybe that one's been sitting in the sun a bit more. And they're from last year, so they haven't cost me anything. But they are, if you buy a hanging basket already made, as we noticed yesterday in the garden centre, they can be quite dear. You know, you're looking at probably, if you want a decent size one like that, now that's a big one. Again, I was given these baskets to me by my neighbour, just a couple of doors down Pearl. If you want a hanging basket that size, full of flowers, that's going to cost you 25 quid. Right? I've got two here, which has cost me probably just a bit of earth, so about £2 altogether, if that. Probably about £1 actually. So what I did is I took them out of the old hanging basket a couple of days ago, put them in the new one because they've expanded a lot more, and that's it. So there's two done already, which I'm going to hang up on the front a little bit later on. But today we'll make a couple from scratch. Now, I've been in my little shed and I've found these. I've found two of these. Now look, these are the same size as those ones. So again, if you was to buy these in the shop, you'd be looking probably about £25 each. For the Americans, that's about $40 or so, okay? In the bottom, and I've not used these before. I've usually got like a plastic. Oh, here's one here. Look. I've usually got like a plastic thing like that. But as you can see, these are a lot smaller. I will still use these because I've got a couple, again, left over from last year. But look at the difference in the size. I mean, that fits nicely into there. So I will be doing these. The only thing is, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this, am I? Oh, hang on. Yes, I am. Look. Now, so this is the liner stuff. You've got to put that in the bottom. Okay, can you see that going on, or do I need to move that camera down a bit? I'll move that camera down a bit, shall I? 1 minute. I'm here! 1 minute. Oh, come on, it's better than those gardening blokes on the telly, innit? You know, the know-alls? Although I quite like... Who's the one who's been doing gardening for years? He's usually on ITV. He's got a chat show on there. Anyone? What's his name? I quite like him. I think he's quite good. Chat show on ITV some afternoons. I don't think he's on at the moment. Come on, someone give me a name. Quickly. Quickly. There might be a prize. No, nothing. Can't remember his name now. Yeah, so that's worked actually. So I've just pulled that. Alan Titchmarsh. Thank you very much. Alan Titchmarsh. That's the one. Yeah, I quite like him. So I've managed to expand that lining out a bit. Now you've got to put the lining in. Without the lining, you put the earth in, it's all going to come straight out again, okay? So very important to put the lining in. To be honest, this lining is a bit worn out. And perhaps in hindsight now, I should have bought some new lining yesterday, but we're soldier on with this just to prove the point. And it's very easy. It's very easy, this. So you've got your earth, which I bought yesterday. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. AD, I need a bit of muscle round here. Can you come and help me? Oh, God. So I got this from the garden centre yesterday. 3 of these for 10 quid, which I think is pretty good. If you've got a garden and you've got a load of earth in there, I don't think there's anything wrong with digging up a bit of that and using some of that, although not all of it, because this is like good stuff, right? Just cut in the top there. Hanging baskets. My biceps, they do need a little bit of a workout, I think. Okay, and you've got your earth there. And then I just usually lift it and pour it in, but this is a bit heavy. Oh, God, no, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Or get a little pot. 1 moment, please. You can get a little pot and dig that in the top there. You don't want to lose all the earth that you've just paid for, do you? Oh my God, we've just lost a viewer. Oh, that is a disaster, isn't it? People are so obsessed with numbers, some of them. Oh, why are you doing that? People are losing. You're losing viewers. Who cares? Watch it if you want. Don't if you don't want to. It's as simple as that, isn't it, eh? All these people that moan. I'm surprised we haven't had any nasty comments this morning. We usually get 1 or 2. Some retards come out with something. So just chuck your earth in there. How easy is that? And remember, this size basket would have cost you... It definitely would have cost you about 25 quid for something like that. Who loves me? Are you a nice person? Joey, what you like? Okay, get all that in there. If this was Blue Peter, there would have been one I prepared earlier. You know that, don't you? Do I need a haircut? I need a haircut. Oh, AD, by the way, the karaoke last night was very good. Wasn't as good as the first one. Okay, that first one was outstanding, but it was certainly better than the second one. We had a nice little crowd in there last night, and I think I had about 12 singers altogether, AD. So you missed out there, mate. It was all right last night. It's so easy to do this. All right. So we'll put a little bit more in, and that's almost full up now. This is the right weather to do this. I'm going to do 2 of these, but you'll only see me do 1 because you don't want to see. It'd be boring for you to see the other 2. Oh, move that over there. Okay, and then we want our plants. Now you can do whatever you like, really. I like to have, in hanging baskets, at least some trailing plants coming over the side. And I've got something here. Right, 1 minute. Well, you can't see this, can you? Yes, you can. Can you see this here? This is like a cheap plastic greenhouse type thing. Okay, and in here, if I'm very, very lucky, yes, again, plants from last year. Look, that I've managed to keep going in there. And there's a geranium in there. You could put that in the middle if you wanted, like a geranium. And, you know, whatever you want to put in there, put in there. But I like to put trailing things over the side. So yesterday I got some red petunias, which are like those trumpet type things. And there's some blue ones as well. Okay, and these are ready grown. They're £4 for one of those. Okay, and you will only need, I would put in that size basket, I'd put all 6 of those in there. You won't need any more than that. So you basically made that hanging basket for about £4.50. Okay, instead of 25 quid. It really is worth doing. Now, of course, if you haven't got any hanging baskets, you're going to have to buy those first. But once you buy them, buy good ones, right? Buy decent ones that look strong to you. You'll have them for years. Years and years and years. None of this instant gardening. I reckon, AD, are you a garden person, or are you an instant gardener, or do you just not bother at all? Have you got any lettuces growing in window boxes somewhere? I don't even know where do you live again now? You keep moving around the country, don't you? Why is that? Can you not stay in one place, please? We can't keep up, dear. We can't keep up. There we are. So we'll get those in there like that. Now, be careful when you take them out of there, because you don't want to break all the roots. You know, you've just paid good money for these things. It's stupid to break all the roots. So we've got those in there like that. And simply just space them around the edge. Right? No need to push them down too hard, because again, you don't want to damage the roots. Around the edge there, and just filling around them again with the earth. Cheerio, AD. Thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure having you as one of my customers. Bye-bye. AD is now leaving the house. Oh, no, don't say that. I see Big Brother's back on the telly again. What a load of crap. What a load of rubbish. Talentless nobodies. Oh, it just winds me up, that sort of programme. Of course, it's popular. And I do actually look quite dimly on people that watch that. I mean, come on. Those of you of a certain age know full well that there's been nothing good on the telly since Dad's Army finished. There really hasn't. Terry H, do you do hanging baskets? Yeah, I know. Big Brother is the biggest load. I never liked it. Never from day one. Just retarded people on the television. They are retarded people, every last one of them. No personality, nothing. Just, I want to be famous. I want to be famous. That's why they're on there. That's all they want. I want to be famous. Pathetic. They've got nothing to offer anyone. All they want to do, these people that make the programme, all they want is a group of people on there to argue. That's all they want. What an awful state society is, you know, to want something like that. And I'm sorry, even the people that watch it, you know, how can you want to sit there and watch it? And some of them are really enthusiastic about it. Really enthusiastic, and they get so excited, and I just walk away. I have people go, Anne's one. Anne, my friend Anne, she absolutely... Good morning, Gary. Bit late. Christ, what time do you call this, Gary? We've been going for about half an hour. We're nearly finished now. You've missed my wonderful hanging basket display. There we are. So I think that's about done. We'll put a little bit more earth in that side. I reckon that's done. So there you are. Now, this is not going to look much. Oh, you were here. Sorry, Gary. Now, it's not going to look much to you. Okay, look at that. That's all it is. But very quickly... Oh, did I ever watch that debate show with James O'Brien on LBC on ITV? Yes. Bloody awful. He was useless at that. He's good on the radio. I don't mind him on the radio. He can't do telly, though, can he? What did you think? James O'Brien, LBC. He did this chat show, and he just didn't have control. Now, Jeremy Kyle, like him or not, doesn't matter. He has control of that show. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to control the crowd. But James O'Brien was he was useless. He was useless, absolutely useless. No, so I don't think he'd be getting a regular job on ITV. So there's my thoughts on Big Brother. I think if you're someone that watches it, well, it's up to you. You know, is that entertaining you? Is that all it takes to entertain you? I miss Anthony Davis as well. Anthony Davis is now on Smooth Radio, and you know, good luck to him. Maybe the money was better. Maybe he's led by money rather than creativity. I don't know. If he's got a family to feed and that, then that's completely understandable. But I personally think, what a waste of talent. You know, because on music radio, it's very much that was, this is, isn't it? There's not much personality or thoughtfulness involved. You're listening to Smooth Radio. It's coming up to 11 o'clock. It's going to be a lovely hot day today. Hope you're all well. Coming up, it's Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, Neil Diamond, Love on the Rocks, and Barry Manilow, Copacabana, here on Smooth Radio. And that's all they say. There's nothing else involved in it much than that. Whereas LBC, you get to hear the people's personalities. You know, discuss things. And his move to Smooth, I think, is a terrific waste of talent. A terrific waste of talent. Because the man is so talented. He had me in stitches. Although I must say, I like Nick Abbott. I like Nick Abbott a lot, who's on LBC at the weekends. Music radio is dead. Yeah, well, I thought it died years ago. You've still got a few people, you know, holding up the banners properly. Tony Blackburn still entertains me on BBC London on Saturdays, and he does BBC Berkshire as well. He still entertains me. So there we go. Christo? No, don't like Christo. Don't really like Christo. I think he's no, he's not my cup of tea at all, Christo. So there we are. The hanging basket is complete, boys and girls. Look at that. There we are. And these will grow very quickly. I'm not going to put them up yet because while at this early stage they need a little bit more attention. So you need to keep watering them, and I'm going to water this straight away. I've got a couple of water butts over there that collect the water from the gutter and that, give that a good water, and that'll stay there, and I'll do the other one on my own now. Okay, thank you very much for watching our little Periscope this morning. Now, tonight I'm doing a live show for 2 hours between 11 PM and 1 AM. You'll be able to watch it either on Periscope, as of now, or you can watch it live on YouTube. And you'd find that by going to my main website, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. At the top, there's a Union flag. Click on that anytime sort of after 10:30, and you'll see it say live now. Just click on the live now bit, and you'll get a Union flag up there saying programme starts at 11 o'clock, and then at 11 o'clock it'll burst into live. And you'll be able to talk to me there by Skype and telephone and email as well. What we're going to talk about today... how to sell a house. I wanted to do how to sell a house, I think. And I wanted to carry over from Saturday, what were your favourite holidays over the years? And that sort of thing. Did you have any favourite holidays? Or maybe you had some holiday disasters. You know, I want to hear all about those tonight. So that's at 11 o'clock tonight, either here on Periscope or go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, click the Union flag at the top, anytime after 10:30, and then you'll see a live now. Click that, and that'll take you to the live show. All right? Have a lovely, lovely Wednesday. Oh, got surprised this afternoon. My mate's taking me out somewhere, and I don't know where. I've no idea. He said I've got to wear a nice shirt and a nice pair of trousers. I mean, is this all right? I just think this is clean, isn't it? And these tracksuit bottoms are quite new. See you later. Ta-ta.